All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. How are we doing? How are we feeling? Good to be here with you guys. Good to be home from the Texas trip, back into the routine. And I was welcomed with, we're getting about, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches of snow, which, man, Colorado has just been so dry this year. So it's awesome to be getting that from the Texas weather, which is actually in Fredericksburg. It was like right in the middle of Texas. It was not cold. I mean, not hot at all. It was actually cold at certain points, which I didn't know was possible in Texas. So that was sick. So much fun. Got some sun, got to golf. Uh, you know, business vacation basically. It was a work trip, but felt like a vacation. I'll get more into that as well, but it was a lot of fun, but now greeted with, about 8 inches of snow. Man, I don't know, 6, 8 inches, something like that. Which, I mean, it has been so dry here in Colorado, especially the town that I'm from. We have record lows. We've never had this little of snow in history of the town that I live in, which is nuts. So it's great to be in that new weather, that new, at least we're getting some bit of winter. But how's everyone doing? Let me know who's here. Let me know how your night's going. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to get into tonight. We can maybe jump into Neville Goddard at some point as well. But let me know what you got, what you're thinking about, what's going on in your life. And again, this is just an open-hearted community. I love doing these live streams because I get to connect with you live, and I'm not just a polished thing on a YouTube video. I'm not just a guy talking to a camera, but at least I get to talk to you live through here. So I just think there's a lot of value in this, and I share a lot of my own personal experiences for you guys to chew on and get inspired by, or have epiphanies from, or get some kind of new idea or new inspiration, motivation to do something that you haven't done before, or it just might give you clarity on things that you're going through. And I don't know what the evolution of these live streams will be, but I like just interacting with people who are following me and subscribe to the channel, and people who support me and believe in what I'm doing and the messages that I'm saying. So we'll see where it goes. I do have plans to get a capture card, and we'll start be able to pull in more viewership, hopefully from multiple platforms here pretty soon. I'm going to be learning about that in the near future, but just enjoying the night. I mean, I got the windows here, and it's not snowing right now, but it's nice and white out. There's clouds everywhere, a little bit of wind. It's just nice to look at and see these pine trees have some freaking snow on them, some snow tip pine trees. So let me know who's here, what's going on, how you doing, how's your manifestations going, how's your life going, what's your current state of being, how are you navigating the chaos and everything that's going on in the world right now? Does it feel chaotic to you? Do you feel neutral? Do you feel peaceful? Do you feel hopeful? Do you feel full of faith in yourself and in humanity? Do you not? Everything is on the table and open to talk about in these live streams. So yeah, just gonna let the live stream breathe a little bit and get talking to you guys. See who pops in, who drops in. But I've gone through some cool experiences that I just want to talk to you guys about, because I think it can give you a lot of perspective and help you with your own challenges and your own things that are going on in your lives, because it's been powerful. And I've literally feel like I've become, I don't know, a new version of me lately. It's interesting, and I'm adjusting to it, getting used to it, and trusting it. But actual changes have happened with how I am responding to myself and my body and the way that I feel in my body. If you were with me when I was talking to you guys in Roswell, and even a little bit before that, basically, and I'll probably repeat this as people start coming in, but I'll start talking about it now, especially if you're looking at this after the live stream. Appreciate you being here. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you find value in these live streams and in the videos that I post. I really appreciate it. And just thank you for being here regardless. Even if you don't, it's all good. But I wanted to talk to you guys about basically the past 2 weeks or so, like, I've been going through, like, some serious, like, emotional nervous system crazes. Like, I'm normally, like, an empathic guy in general, and I feel things, a lot, uh, and very strongly. So I've always kind of had, like, just a sensitivity to people's energy and just to things that are going on in my life and just around the world. And so that's already like felt like I've already had like a pretty heightened nervous system. I'm really susceptible to like whatever, like a medication or drug or like anything like that, like whatever they say it's supposed to do, I feel it like times 10 a lot of the time. So I have to be very careful. Like I don't drink caffeine anymore. I don't smoke weed anymore. I'm very careful and minimal with my what's up, brother? What's happening? How's it going? How's the weather over there? How you guys enjoying it? Just been sitting out vegging and playing video games all day. It's such a good day for it. Holy cow. It's just great looking out and seeing snow on the pine trees and the aspens, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I can't I have to be very careful with like the alcohol consumption. I have to be just very mindful of even like vitamins sometimes, even certain teas, whatever that, and there's different teas that kind of do different things, whether they're grounding or they who knows what they do, or they give you dreams or whatever. I have to be very mindful and very careful and take it very slow because I will feel those effects very strongly and powerfully. And that has been even more amplified these past 2 weeks. And it seems like it really came out of nowhere. Like there wasn't anything that was like stressing me or anything new circumstantially that was going on in my life to cause any of this. It just started happening. I just like felt like I was outside of my body for a little bit. I was really struggling. I was feeling like a lot of fatigue in my body. Like I was feeling so physically and emotionally exhausted, like sleepy. Like I never felt like I could get enough sleep, and I didn't feel like I was getting good quality sleep. So I just felt like, I just wanted to go back to sleep, never really had like this energy. Um, and then just my nervous system was just so like I was walking on coals, like every little tiny little thing that would happen in a day, like a minor inconvenience or um, a minor feeling sensation in my body or something that someone says or something that I do or even something that I eat or drink would just have such a major effect on me and trigger like this crazy amount of emotions going on in me that were very negative feeling. And I just felt like I was electric, like electricity was just coursing through my veins and not in a good way. Um, felt like I was like static. I didn't feel like in my body like at all. It felt like I was just kind of like not like hovering outside my body, but it just didn't feel like I was connected to my body at all. And like the anxiety was like so potent and present and amplified for some reason. Like I said, there was no rhyme or reason to this, but it was potent what was going on. And I didn't know what to do really. There was really nothing I could do. I would do breathing and, do my best to quiet my mind and slow my thoughts and just the feeling was just so intense in my body that whenever I would do that, it would actually just like amplify it even more. So the habit here is always to push away or to resist or to medicate it somehow or dull it out for many of us. And I've done it many times in my life before because your immediate response to something like this going on in your body that feels foreign and feels like it's coming out of nowhere and you don't know how to deal with it or what to do with it or how to get rid of it, the fastest thing that or the quickest thing that you want to do is to get rid of it and to push it away because it feels terrible and you want it to go away. But what I found has been going on is that I have been monitoring, I think, a lower level of a heightened nervous system that produces anxiety without really realizing it. Because I think we all get so used to whatever we're navigating in life, whatever we're feeling in life, that it just sort of becomes who we are and we sort of expect it and we get used to it. Even though it doesn't feel great, we learn how to monitor it. We learn how to self medicate it. We learn how to distract ourselves from it and so on. And I think just this was an opportunity for me from my, from my guidance system, from my higher self, because of who I am becoming and what I'm doing and what I'm putting out there to the world and what my intentions are and just where I'm at in my journey. This was being amplified so that I could let it go finally and actually figure out why I'm feeling what I'm feeling. And so instead of pushing it away, instead of resisting it, instead of feeling like I was doing something wrong and start, self-shaming and guilting and do that whole spiral that makes things a whole lot worse, tricking myself into thinking that I've done something wrong and I'm being punished for something that I've been doing wrong or inappropriate, and that's why I'm feeling what I'm feeling, which for me comes from my Catholic upbringing and religious upbringing, and feeling like if something negative is happening to me or I'm feeling something negative, that I must have done something wrong in the eyes of God, right? So I didn't go into that guilt and shame, but I know a lot of you will, and a lot of you do. And so that's part of why I'm sharing this as well, to help you not to feel like you need to do that, because it doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't help anything that you're going through. You don't glean any of the lessons. You don't grow from it. And then again, you just end up doing the self-medicating, whatever that looks like to you, whatever that is. And self-medicating can look more than just like actual medication or drugs or anything like that. It could be distracting yourself with social media and doom scrolling or watching too much TV or movies or whatever it might be, or talking with people about it in like a therapy session and feeling like, oh, I got it out, and just talking about it, which sometimes that helps, but I feel like it's usually just a band-aid if you don't actually integrate what you're feeling and get to the root of why you are feeling what you're feeling. So all this is going on, right? And everything in me wants to find a way to get rid of it as fast as I can. That's the habit, that's the impulse that I'm feeling. And I'm like, what is going on? And so I don't know. I just finally, I think I've talked about this a little bit on the channel, but I just decided to let go, first of all, and accept the fact that I am feeling the way that I'm feeling and not try to push it away. So that was step one. Step two, and this was the biggest step and the most difficult step that took the most courage and bravery, I would say, and willingness, which was to lean into it. Like, don't go away from the feeling, but actually lean into it. Even attempt to amplify it, because I was just sick of being afraid of it. I was I was so tired of carrying it around, and I was exhausted from it, and I didn't know what to do. I was, you know, running away from it, pushing it away, distracting myself, was only getting me so far, and it only was circling back. So I leaned into it, and I just asked the simple question of, what is this trying to tell me? What is my anxiety trying to tell me right now? What is this heightened feeling in my body, this nervous system, electric, me not feeling grounded, me not feeling in my body? What is this actually trying to tell me? Because it's not something that I'm doing wrong. It's not something that I am deserving of feeling because of certain actions that I've done or not done. It's just an indication and an opportunity for me to integrate what I'm feeling and let go of what I'm feeling by getting to the root of it, which is finding out what the belief system is that is causing it, and also be open to why I might be feeling this. Like, what is the lesson? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? That was what I asked. Like, what is it? Like, what do I got to do to integrate this, to let it go? Because I knew I don't deserve to live like this. I know that I'm worthy and deserving of living inside of my body and feeling good and not feeling like something's around the corner, or like I need to be like hijack my emotions in a way that protects me from feeling certain things. So I leaned into it. I asked that question. And for me, the answer was being in the present moment. It was all about presence, being present with the feelings that I had in that moment, being absolutely devoted. And this was just the still, small, quiet voice that is in all of us. It's that inner guidance that does not yell, it does not scream, it whispers. And so I just had this feeling inside me that I must dedicate and devote and intensify my focus on being in the present moment, not living in the past, which I don't really typically do. I don't dwell on the past, but the future I would get anxious about. And it's from the old habits of working hard, being in the rat race, being goal oriented. And that's some of the belief systems that I also had to see fully and let go of, because they were holding me back from being who I really am. They were keeping me seemingly safe, and I knew I had to let them go in this moment. And in that moment, when I decided to ask the question, when I decided to lean into it, I haven't frozen. I'm just continuing to feel this in my body and feel the resonance of this. The things that happen in our lives that seem and appear to be negative never are. Only if we define them that way. And if we define them that way, then what do you think you're going to get out of it? If you squeeze an orange, do you expect grape juice or apple juice? Or do you expect orange juice? If you have a negative belief system around certain things, what do you think is going to come out of that? Positivity or negativity? If you see seemingly negative things in your life happen and you define it that way, it will perpetuate more negative things. But in turn, if you decide to know that things happen in your life for a good reason, for an honorable reason, and a just reason, then you can be sure that you can be safe defining it positively so that you can glean the positive effect from that. And so that's what I've done. And the results are still being integrated, but to go from the intensity of emotion and nervous system that I was feeling to the result now after having done what I've just said, which is greatly dissipated stress, anxiety, and the nervous system flare. It feels so close to being gone. And I feel so much more in my body, so much more grounded. I feel so much more present. I feel so much more trusting in the universe. I feel so much more trusting in myself and in God that everything is okay. Everything is going to be okay. And everything that I desire in my life will come at the perfect timing. And I don't need to worry about that timing. I don't need to do anything about it except continue doing the best that I can from where I'm at. That's it. I'm not worried about the future anymore. I'm I'm coming to terms with even saying that. Because if you're very goal oriented and you have big dreams, you're always focused on the future. Always. And I was like that my whole life, especially after high school. But my whole life, I've always been a big dreamer, big goal setter, wanted to do all the things that just that I knew I could do. But I feel a level of peace now from this, and it'll come up and present itself again. Something that you've let go of, a belief system or a feeling, it will rise up again. But it'll be less, and you'll be able to manage it better because you shined your light on it, which is what I did by leaning into it instead of resisting it and pushing it away or medicating it somehow. I said, what does this have to tell me? Why is this here? There's a reason. There's a good reason. It's showing me something. And when I did that, it was in that moment relief, but in a couple of days following, less and less of the nervous system flare up. Doesn't mean that I'm not sensitive and empathic anymore, and that I don't feel things or that I'm numb or anything like that. But I trust. I had those feelings for a good reason. I knew that there was something larger than me guiding me and amplifying my anxiety that I've been monitoring and the nervous system that I have been monitoring, amplified it so I could finally deal with it and see what the message is, see what the belief systems are, and see what I need to do from here. And I feel different as a person. Shuri, sorry I kept you waiting. There's that constant pit in my stomach. I'm feeling that shit more these days. My heart dropped when you paused for a moment because I feel you, brother. Well, thank you. It's real. And we all go through it in our own ways. We all have our own things to deal with. We all do. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, is for people like you, Charisse, who relate to it, who feel it, who feel similarly and don't know what to do, don't know where to go, have no perspective on it, feel lost, feel helpless. I feel for those people because I've gone through every single emotion as well. Makes you want to fucking vomit. It does. No, yeah. 100%. Like I felt like I was going to pass out at times. I did feel like, yeah, I felt like I just wanted to purge everything inside me and just spew it out and let it all go. And that's kind of what I did. I did, purge it out of my system by not resisting it anymore. I mean, you saw me last week, Charisse, when I was like, when I looked super tired and I was starting to talk about what I've been feeling, what I was going through. I've done that since that time on the way to Texas. In fact, this is when I did all of this in the car mostly. I had to continue it, but it was in the car because I was like, dude, I felt like shit. I mean, I don't know if I felt sick without being sick. I was like, dude, like, what am I going to do? It was so intense. And like, yeah, a lot of us carry these pits in our stomachs, this feeling of anxiety or this feeling of worthlessness or undeservingness or anxiousness or feelings of anger towards someone who's hurt us. We all carry this baggage around with us, and it processes through each individual's body differently, and we all experience it differently. But we all have these things to process, to purge, to vomit out. And I'm just encouraging all of you who are watching this now or after the fact to embrace the feeling, to embrace it. The warm hug with love and compassion for yourself and grace for yourself. Not only because you deserve it, because you are actually capable of letting it go. We think that these feelings have power over us because in the moment, sure feels like they do, because it's hard for our bodies to process it. We don't know what to do in these moments. We don't know what to do. And you might not even be going through the moment that I went where you're feeling heightened. You might be, but you might just be feeling like you're carrying this kind of base level anxiety or anger or frustration, whatever it is that doesn't feel good in you. You're carrying it around. You're used to it. So you're kind of like, you're able to get by, but it still feels bad, but you're kind of used to it. So you're able to keep going. You're able to still have some good times with your friends or with your job or have some good moments. Watch a movie that feels good, whatever. But you're not dealing with the root of the cause. And so if I can help all of you to not need to go through the intensity that I have gone through, then that's why I'm telling you all of this. Because you don't have to wait until it gets so bad that you have pretty much no choice but to deal with it or to face it head on. You could do it right now, and I could have done it before. But this is my lesson, and now I get to share it with all of you. So I'm grateful for that because I feel at a new level of myself, of consciousness, of vibration. I feel like I've gone up a step from doing this. I feel like I'm the one in control now because I finally gave myself the confidence to know that I am. Those feelings are so powerful that happen to us that feel negative. And it could be so hard to deal with them. It's terrifying. It's going to be scary leaning into these feelings because there's something that you don't want to look at. There's something that you don't want to feel. For me, I was afraid of, am I going to die? Like I was afraid, like if I lean into this, like, am I going to have a heart attack? Literally, like that's like my feelings and my fears around it. And so I would just keep repressing it. I'd keep distracting myself from it, finding ways to get by. But it happens very quickly when you fully lean into it, look at it, face it bravely, courageously, and ask it what it has to offer you. What is it trying to tell you? And it will dissipate. It will. I mean, I can't explain why exactly, but it did. And it will for you. This isn't just something that works for me and that worked for me. Trust me, I've been in those situations where I see other people and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I got it like them. I don't know if what worked for them can also work for me. And that's just arrogant, thinking that, oh, it can work for everyone else, but not for me. I'm like the one person in the world that certain things just don't work out for, that it just doesn't work for me. And not everything works for us because we don't resonate with everything. But I'm saying things like this work for everybody. But you have to listen. You have to be open to the message. You have to be open to what could happen. I mean, what was the worst that could happen? I have a heart attack and die from leaning into that. Well, at least I'd be out of the pain I was in. I wish I could just bottle up this message and insert it right into your heart, right into your body. I wish I could just give it to you. But I can't. Because only you can give it to you. Only you can give it to yourself. Because you're in control of you. You're the master. You're the boss. You're the creator of your reality. You're the creator of your experiences. You're the creator of your responses to life. And I'm just offering and suggesting that you respond to things that happen in your life, as negative as they can feel and seem on the outside or from the inside of your body. You can know that it's there for a good reason, to teach you something, to show you something, to help you to elevate and grow in the direction that you're meant to and that you're worthy and deserving of. I feel good. I feel good, and it's my birthright to feel good. Others may say it is not my birthright to feel good, that I'm not entitled to feeling good. But it doesn't matter what they say. It matters what I say. It matters what I believe. I don't have to believe what everyone else believes. I don't have to experience what everyone else has to experience. I'm my own person. I'm my own soul, my own entity, my own energy. What I say goes. It's a powerful feeling. Power requires the gentlest touch. It's not forceful. It's not aggressive. It's not angry. It doesn't push. It's like a feather. And the power that I am beginning to feel inside me as this new me, even though I may seem the same to those around me, I know that I am not. I'm interacting with myself and with life differently now. And this only happened a couple of days ago. So I got a long ways to go to continue integrating this, to continue solidifying this into my belief system, into my vibration as how I deserve to live, how I deserve to go about my life. I can trust. I can trust the universe. I can trust the timing. I can trust my body to take care of me. It has a mind of its own. I can trust it. I don't have to be afraid of it, anxious about it, worry about it. I can just be present. Because I have the power to make that choice. Power is gentle. People who feel that they have to force in their lives and dominate and dictate are the ones that are the most afraid in life, the most insecure in life, the most fearful in life, the most powerless in life. Doesn't that make sense and resonate with what we're seeing going on in the world right now? All the powers that be, these elites, these Epstein files, everything. Everyone knows the jig is up. Trust me, they all know. It's like two master chess players. One of the master chess players knows that he's in check in multiple positions and that he's going to lose. He knows he's lost. And the other master chess player knows that he's won. But the one that knows that he has lost can continue to move around that chessboard as long as he pleases. For a very, very long time, he can make moves around that board to elongate the inevitable that he has lost. And it's a matter of time until the master will have him cornered and will have nowhere for the other master chess player to move to. And then he will be in checkmate and he will lose the game. That's what's going on in the world right now. That's what's going on with the powers that be, these elites, the people who really run this world or have run this world or have thought that they could run this world. They know that it's over. And so they're moving chess pieces around to distract us, to create more chaos, because they know they've lost. So just rest in that. Consciousness is rising. The light is winning. The dark is just kicking and screaming because it knows that it has nowhere to run to any longer. And it will take as long as it can, move that chess piece around as long as it can, hoping that somehow the other master chess player will make a mistake, give its power away, and lose the game itself. And that's what these powers that be are hoping for. And they'll continue moving around that chess piece forever if they have to. But they don't have much longer to go. They don't have many more moves left. There's enough people waking up in the world and shining the light on the evil that's been going on in the world that there will be nowhere else for them to run to. Life is just a reflection of what is inside of us. The same thing that everything that I've been describing, that I've been going through in myself, the belief systems, the nervous system, everything is being reflected in the outside world as well. All the chaos and intensity that I've felt in my body these past 2 weeks is what's reflecting on the outside world right now. It's no coincidence, because everything is outpicturing itself based on your feelings and perceptions of it and of yourself. So as we continue to work on ourselves, to continue to commit to growing and never giving up on ourselves, the more that we will see solutions in our lives, solutions in the grand scheme of things. And soon enough, we'll all be expressing ourselves authentically, our gifts, being of service to others and to ourselves, and living happily ever after, enjoying the challenges of life, embracing them, knowing that they don't control us, just like my anxiety and nervous system don't control me in those moments, as loud, as intense as they can be at times. So if your life feels out of control right now, just take a breath and understand that you have the power to create definitions about your life in whatever way you choose, and you could choose to create positive ones. You can choose to not give in to the temptation of negative experiences in your life, to then dwell on it, to shame and guilt yourself for it or others for it. You can hold steady, be in the eye of the storm, and be calm and peaceful the whole way through, if you choose to. But it's up to you. No one else. No one else is coming to rescue you. I may be able to light the fire. I may be able to ignite something in you, give you a realization, an epiphany, an inspiration to take action, but you're ultimately the one that changes your life always. No one changes your life. You're the only one that can change your life. You're the only one. No matter how it seems, no matter how people may put it, you're the only one in charge of the change in your life. So take control. Be yourself. I'll be talking about this much more in future videos, I'm sure. Putting aspects of everything that I've said tonight into other videos. Continuing it on this live stream. Helping all of you who truly need it to be inspired to change your lives. Because it's possible. Circumstances don't matter. Only your state of being matters. So create a state of being that you prefer, that you enjoy. Be with your friends, be with your family, be with yourself, be with the earth, be here and now, and be present. Join me on this devotion of presence that I am engulfing myself in now. Join me, because everything happens from the present moment. The more present we are, the more that we can deal with situations and circumstances with ease and glean all the positive results from whatever situation happens in life. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? That is my message today for all of you. Whether you're here now watching it live, watching it afterwards, I appreciate it. Much more to come, much more on this channel, much more with everything that I'm putting out into the world. I am excited about the future. I'm excited to go on it with all of you. These are the times. I appreciate all of you. I love all of you very much. Be good to yourselves. Be patient with yourselves. Give yourselves grace in what you're going through. It's only up from here. We came here for a reason. We were excited to be here in these times. We're excited for the growth and the change that will happen all around us. So, I love you guys. Hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you found any bit of value in this, if you resonate with the message, bring a friend to these live streams. Bring a friend to the channel. Share this, share my channel if you feel inspired to. If you feel like there is someone in your life who would resonate and who needs this information. I'm only here to help. So I love you very much. Thank you guys very much. We'll be back likely tomorrow for another live stream. Keep an eye out for the videos. Much more to come now that I'm back. And I hope you guys have a great night. And we'll see you in the next stream.